Money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. I'm always right.
What is going on, believers? Guys, I hope everybody's having a great morning so far. My name is Bleaves. This is Breakfast with Bleaves, and we are here to talk about the Bitcoin price. We're here to talk about our sector of the DeFi space, and we are here to recognize something incredible that just happened in the last 30 days. We're going to wait a few minutes before we start to cover it, but the DeFi community has had a massive run in the last little while on taking on centralized exchanges. I guess let's put it that way. They've done a great job of taking on centralized exchanges right now, and the result of that has been a dethroning of sorts. So first of all, let's look at the Bitcoin price, because we really want to see where the market is. Now, for anybody who was aware and paying attention last night, you will know that during the Volt AMA last night, great AMA, by the way, but during the Volt AMA last night, we witnessed a remarkable sell down of Bitcoin over a very short period of time. You can see right here, this started this cascade at exactly 9 p.m. Central Time, which is 8 a.m. Seoul, South Korea time. And from that period of time, the Bitcoin price went from 31,365 all the way down to 30,113. Then in the next hour, it went from that all the way down to 29,406 before finally settling at 29,240. Now the price has recovered a couple $100 at that point, but the question has become, where and why did any of that happen? Good morning, Amit. Where and why did any of that happen? And we don't have an answer for why that happened, except that the South Korean market may have been a little bit put off by what was going on with Binance, who is now under the SEC investigation. And that was a potential thing. Now, I went to the CoinDesk over here and had a little, we checked this out a little while ago. It says over $200 million in positions have been liquidated following a second sharp drop for Bitcoin in 7 days. Now, that $200 million in liquidation, that will tell you why the price went down, but that doesn't tell you why they were liquidated. Now, as you start to read through this, you'll see that they don't really give an explanation for it. This is like manufactured news. This guy had I think that what happened here is this guy had he had a deadline. So he just kind of made up an article. More than 218 million in derivative exchanges, worth of positions on derivative exchanges have been liquidated in the past 24 hours. And then it just kind of gives you a few bullet points about what was going on. So we really don't know what had happened here. Decrypt over here tells us it's not 218. It was 133 million in Bitcoin, Ethereum liquidating as leading cryptocurrencies drop. And the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum shed 6% and 7% respectively over the past 24 hours, wiping out recent gains. The swift and bearish price action also resulted in roughly 133 million of Bitcoin and Ethereum positions liquidated, according to CoinGlass. They're getting the data from the same place, but they're finding different information. So I think that it's a little bit weird, right? We can agree that that's a little bit weird that you look at the same site and you come up with two different numbers. Currently, Bitcoin is changing hands at 29,587, down 5.85. This also puts the largest cryptocurrency with a market capitalization of 563 billion, down a whopping 57% from its all-time high of 68,789. But Ethereum is also struggling to maintain its recent bullish momentum. The second largest cryptocurrency has shed 7.42% over the past 24 hours. Now, I expect a little bit of a spike today. I would think that we're going to get something of a spike on Ethereum over the course of today, simply because tomorrow the point of sale proof of stake. Good Lord, I am losing my mind. The proof of stake integration is going to happen tomorrow. So we're going to see a little bit of a change in at least the structure internally on Ethereum. Now, we're not going to see a change in the price action because it doesn't work that way. What we're going to see is just the simple migration over to the proof of stake. And then we're going to need sharding. And sharding, I'm being told, is coming in August. So we've got about 2 months before we actually see a good change in the price, and we start to see a good change in the price action. So very bullish sentiments overall. But I think that buy the rumor, sell the news, especially in a bear market, is probably your safest gauge for what's going to happen to Ethereum tomorrow. So if you were looking for that 1200 Ethereum, my friend, I think you might be getting it soon. Now, if we go over here and we check out the Ethereum price action, then we see that the Ethereum price action was basically online with what was going on with Bitcoin. But you can see there's a little bit of variance in it because we saw that massive sell down start to happen yesterday afternoon after a nice run up to 1915. Then we saw it settle back at 1853 before we saw this happen right here. So Ethereum did break away slightly from what you would expect to have happened with Bitcoin over the course of yesterday. So there's a little divergence. So maybe we can see some upward momentum start to happen. The U.S. markets are going to open. If you look, by the way, at the Dow overnights, when I looked the last time, it was down $90 on the overnights. So we'll see. It's down 255. So you can expect a bloodbath starting to happen in the U.S. Dow future market. And let's see what the news says about it. S&P 500 falls again on Thursday, inching closer to bear market. That's nothing. Futures rally as market holds key levels. Wheat posts impressive gain. Listen, guys, if you're starting to see things like that and you're seeing all these good indicators and indices in the market, and then all of a sudden you're seeing things not looking so good in the overnight, then you know that somebody's manufacturing something. Here we go. Futures drop. Future drops as treasury yields ease. Target dives on profit warning. Dow Jones futures dropped Tuesday as treasury yields eased on Monday's gains. Retail giant Target dived more than 9% after warning profits would drop and announcing plans to quickly unload excess inventory. The Target news sent retail stocks sprawling, taking the hardest early hits in the S&P 500. Jesus Christ. NASDAQ 100 and Dow Jones Industrial Average. Ahead of Tuesday's open, key earnings reports included Academy Sports and Outdoors, Dave & Buster's, and G3 Apparel. Academy leapt 6%, Dave & Buster's jumped 6%, and G3 rallied 4% early. Electric vehicle giant Tesla traded down 3%. Leaders Apple, Microsoft are both squarely lower in today's stock market. Walmart and Home Depot led the Dow's early decline. So a couple of the big ones are going down. We're probably going to see some lower price action over here. Listen, we're not at the point. We're not at the point that we have what you would call Bitcoin as a real and true store of value. We're not there yet, but it is possible. Now, the other thing is maybe, just maybe, we're going to see something happen because the stock market is now open. We're about 10 minutes into the opening. We don't have a price yet. I'm going to be interested to see what the price is in about a half hour. But we're seeing the Bitcoin price start to hold a little bit. We're not seeing a massive sell down on that. And we're not seeing the same thing on Ethereum right now. It does not mean that we're going to see a run. Maybe we'll see some sideways trading action. And the U.S. markets have been very bearish for a little while. So you can see here last night and through the overnights, this big run up right here was then met by the American market, which very rapidly started to take profit and dump. So, and you can see that, by the way, in almost every day. Like you see it over here. You see it when we get here to, this is the American market right here. And almost every day you're seeing the American market just draining cryptocurrency. So that's where things are. By the way, for those of you that did not, we're going to move on from that for just a little while. Talk about something good. Gala Games just came out with just some absolute crazy stuff over the last little while, trading at 7.8 cents right now. It looks like this was pretty high a little bit earlier today, 24 hours ago. Now, it spiked all the way up to 8.8. Also, by the way, it was trading at almost 14 cents just not too long ago, and over 25 cents just recently, up to 27 cents. So we're not really nailing it when it comes to Gala, because if you go back here, it was trading at 60 cents at some point. So the fact that it's at 7.8 cents right now should be an indicator that there's a problem with the market. But don't let it be forgotten here that Gala Games, they have a God damn it, I should have cleared that. They have a big partnership with Epic Games. So there's a lot going on the Gala price action. You've seen a nice little pump any day now. I think when the market switches, when we start to see something happen, but you can see here, Epic Games Store's first NFT game is Gala's Wild West Shooter Grit. So you're going to see, this is the start, by the way, of Grit. Looks to be a Fortnite-like experience. And by the way, you can actually go to Gala Games and you can see the games that they do have. Let's take a quick look at those games right now. I was actually excited about some of the games that I had seen when I was looking over here at it before. This announcement right here, I was super excited about. Battlestar Galactica is one of my favorite IPs. I just loved a lot of what was going on in their storyline with the Cylons and the humans fighting the war for human survival, and then humans being killed off and becoming like a rogue renegade sort of. Like I thought that was kind of a cool story. So to see them taking this over is pretty exciting, especially when you know that there's an Epic Games kind of tie-in here. And if Battlestar Galactica ends up being part of Web3 and we start to see it, then that's going to be pretty cool. But the Walking Dead Empires look like a pretty good one. Legends Reborn. Now, I'm looking, by the way, I always like role-playing games, stuff like that, because I think like a role-playing game is just a great way to get people, because you need potions and stuff like that, and there's a constant need to upgrade weapons, etc., that you can buy in markets. So anything with upgradable stuff that you constantly need seems to me to be a great game. And not only can you buy weapons and armor, or could you buy weapons and armor, but you can also upgrade those weapons and armor by adding more to the NFT. So like it really, I think that Gala Games has some exciting stuff going on right now. And you can see here from Grit that it's going to be a very fun shooter in the lines, Red Dead Redemption 2, kind of like that, only it plays with the same sort of polygon interface as Fortnite. It's not difficult, doesn't wear out your computer. And I think people are pretty excited about it. But the rest of these games, they're going to quickly and rapidly make their way into it. One of my kid would love this game right here. It's a PvP tower defense game, and he is all about Dota and games like that. So like I have a feeling that Gala Games, you have to play these games, and you have to just kind of get involved a little bit. But I got a feeling that Gala Games is going to have a massive run coming real soon. All right, so they got some afternoon announcements going on right now. That's probably going to be we don't even know what they have going on at this point other than what they've announced. I would assume that they're going to be dropping some serious stuff to further integrate maybe these partnerships, or they've got incredible stuff. Did I just see Snoop Dogg? Wait. There it is. That was Snoop Dogg, right? Hold on. Let's go back here. More leaks. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, son of a bitch. All right. So I'm not sure what they've got going on, but it seems to be pretty big. And let's check out the Vox verse and see what that is. All right, so that seems to be something along the lines of Minecraft. Is that because it's kind of boxy, playable? Revolution in digital storytelling. The Walking Dead Vox, Miranda's Vox, Vox boxes have dropped. Vox is a unique avatar with randomly generated traits. They're collectible 721s. Each Vox is programmatically generated and provably unique, meaning no two Vox will look the same. Okay. All right, so launching July of 22, Vox Odyssey is a text-based choose-your-own adventure game playable on Discord. Explore the world with your Vox. All right, that kind of lost me there. Play on Discord? I don't. I'll have to look this up and kind of look at it and see if it's I don't know that that's going to be fun for me, but it might be fun for a lot of people. So if there's a tie-in to The Walking Dead, that's a pretty good. It's a dying franchise. It's not as successful as it was way back when, but that's a good franchise to be part of. And this right here, Will Wright, part of The Sims, and Peter Molyneux from Fable, that's a pretty good deal. Fable, even if Peter Molyneux did not deliver everything that you wanted in Fable, despite everything that he said he was going to deliver, he still presented a fantastic game. And if you haven't played Fable, you should really do yourself a favor. You could probably get it for $10 on a streaming service somewhere like Steam or Epic, and you can probably play it. And it was a great game. It really was a great game. So let's go check over and see if the Dow Jones has made any move so far. We don't see anything. We're probably going to get that update in the next 5 to 10 minutes. The overnight showed it at about 32.6. So we'll see how it plays out. But we're getting a run back again on Bitcoin. We should probably go back here. We're going to check it out on the 1 minute candles and start to see what they look like. There we go. So on the 1 minute candles, for right now, we've got some mixed action, but it's generally an upward trend from the overnight. So, hopefully this last few hours will show continued support as we trend back upwards. A good Bitcoin, a healthy Bitcoin is going to be very, very, very important to what we do. So if we can get a nice, healthy Bitcoin and get a nice, healthy Ethereum right now, it helps everything else in our market. And while we're at it, let's go look at our market and let's see where we're trading. Let's see what everything has going on for the day. So the big winner for the day, and I've been telling you this for days, guys, just in case you're sleeping under a rock or something like that, I've been telling you that the moment was going to come when Bandex was going to start running. The developers are working on it. They're providing new information, new things for it, and they're giving it this push right now. And you're going to see some exchanges. You're going to see some things happen with Bandex over the next couple of weeks that they believe is going to take this price all the way up to about a $10 million market cap. And BTFA, by the way, is about a $10 million market cap. So I think that they believe that they would be able to give Bandex a nice little push and get it into that $10 million range. And Um, all you need, by the way, is 100 million Bandex, and you have become or, I'm sorry, shit, 1 billion Bandex, and you become a voter. Or is it guys? What's the number? Because now I'm losing my mind. Hey, what's the number do we need? We need for voting rights on Bandex. You need 1 billion tokens, I think, is the number in order to make proposals, and then you need 100 million in order to be a voter. Hold on, let me check my wallet because I have enough for voting rights. Okay, so you need 1 billion to be a voter, and it looks like maybe you need 100 billion or a trillion in order to submit proposals to Bandex. So, listen, it would be nothing at this point for this thing to go 5x from where it is right now. Just think about that. It would be nothing for this thing to move 5x from where it is right now. And it would still be under a $10 million market cap. So, think about this. This is a really, it's a really great opportunity, especially if you are in the ape army. And by the way, we are 3 days away right now from the release of their NFTs. Why can I not just type? God damn it. You know what? I should never clean my computer ever again. There we go. We are 2 days, 15 hours, 38 minutes, and 10 seconds away from the release of the BTFA. Is it 100 million? Okay, so I can submit proposals then. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have voting rights and I can submit proposals. So kick ass. Dude, one of my proposals, now I should bomb these guys today and just be like, hey, my proposal today is that that all apes have a mohawk. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Now you got to vote on that. Anyway, so we're up 20% on the day during this market, 47% on the week. Now, WAGMI has moved over to a version 2. So now you can look at WAGMI in the 24-hour is 0.89, but as you can see right here, it had a nice little run up to 58, and then the market just does not bear right now anything moving to the upside too much. Scott is posting some pictures of him. He's working on some of the animation right now they're working on. And I've been really impressed with what I've seen. By the way, if you log in, Crypto Life, what's going on, man? Good morning. Buy the Bandex. I think the Bandex is the one that's going to make a big move. So Bandex is the DAO. Bandex is the ecosystem, so to speak. Banana Task Force Ape, that's the NFT collection. BTFA is the NFT collection. So the entire ecosystem, Bandex. This is what I was told. And this was kind of third-hand information, second-hand information, and I was told that this right here that we had when we did the launch here. So the people that were in early that got that nice little pump that did not cash out because they were going to hold for a long time, they expected it to go up. Now you go look at BTFA and you look at the chart on BTFA and you see, basically a way different story than you see from Bandex, right? So you see here, anybody who bought in is feeling really good about their price action. They've seen a huge increase in the value, but they've seen a consolidation at a fairly high number. So people have been feeling really good about this project, and it's sitting around a $10 billion market cap now, or a $10 million market cap. Now you move over here and you look at Bandex. Bandex did not do that. Bandex had this run when it launched, and they only wanted like 40 ETH on that launch. They did the same thing to create the FOMO, but the market just capsized and this whole thing ran down. Now they also launched on on the Binance Smart Chain, and it got wrecked. I mean, it got absolutely wrecked. So they feel bad about what happened here. So their goal right now is to turn this, what is for most people here, you got to think here, like if you launched at, what do you launch at? 2270 roughly right here. If you're at 2270, like you're still down. No matter what you did, you are still down. Now, full disclosure, I bought on the BSC side, I got absolutely wrecked. I think I bought $1,000 and I cashed out like $300, but I bought back in on the ERC20 side over here down at the bottom. So I'm up 70% on almost 70% on mine right now. So I'm feeling pretty good. Like I made my money back theoretically. Like I'm not cashing out, but I made my money back. So I think we're in a pretty good position. And I think that this thing is going to continue running because they want to continue to support it. So what they would like to do is at least get back up here and get to that all-time high to create some value for the people who are invested. Because you want to see it in your wallet. Like you want to see this thing building in your wallet, and they have not seen it. So I think that that's the goal right now. So definitely wishing them luck. I hope that we get that happening. By the way, while we're on Ape Town, let's go look at apes over here at $5.92. They're continuing to struggle. That is way down from that all-time high of 27. So they're down about they're down 80% from their all-time high, and they're down 50% from launch. So the Bored Ape Yacht Club, they're still eating it too. So let's move on here. Again, WAGMI Games, going back here. I like what I see in the graphics. I like what I see in what they're doing. So I want to see more price action. We obviously want to see more price action. We want to see partnerships. We want to see things happening to the positive. But, listen, you got to look at Grit is one game in Gala Games. WAGMI is one game. It's a tower defense game, but it's one game. So, we need to see some life, and we need to see it start to pump. And we're not going to see that pump until the market starts to change, unless we get a significant partnership that just pops up on the radar out of nowhere and really just starts to send this thing. Maybe Elon Musk likes tower defense. Who knows? Volt. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about with Volt. So in the last 24 hours, you can see here, by the way, this is following the trend of the entire market right now. So I don't like to see Volt down in any way, but I also have an incredible amount of confidence in what's going on right now. VoltaSoft is coming, Volta Change is coming, and if you don't know what that is, I'm not allowed to tell you. But they've got some grand strategies going on over the next month or so that, one of the biggest complaints about meme tokens, and especially eNews, one of the biggest complaints that people have ever had is that they don't do anything. They're just eNews tokens, and they rely on a mechanism by which the people just invest and hold, and they wait in the hopes that something awesome will happen, right? Well, Volt doesn't do that. Well, at least Voltoshi doesn't do that. So what you're seeing right now on the Volt chart is an antithesis to what's about to happen with use cases, utilities. Things are going to get really, really, really crazy really fast in the Volt eNewverse. And I'm not sure how that translates to the price action. Here's what I can tell you. I can tell you that there's more centralized exchanges coming. QMall, which is the number one, or which is the only exchange located in the Ukraine, Volt is now that is their 26th centralized exchange. So they're listed on QMall. If you are familiar with AMA, if you're familiar with MMA fighting, Brendan Allen from the UFC, who is an 18-5 fighter, he is now partnered with Volt. And you can see that over here on Twitter. He's doing a lot of retweeting and stuff like that from all the guys that are involved, B Roots and all of Jake Gagan. He's doing that, but he says right here, Woke up this morning in Singapore, ready to Volt this weight cut. Volt Inu official. So he is now partnered with the Volt Army, and the Volt Army has also announced that they have partnered with another MMA fighter. He is the big cat Jesse Arnett, and he fights in the UAE Warriors FC and is part of USC Fight Pass. So he's another. I think I looked him up. He was a lightweight fighter. Maybe, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a lightweight fighter, or maybe a welterweight. Maybe it was a welterweight. But so that's going on. These two partnerships, which, listen, the partnerships are just spreading awareness. Just so everybody understands, like, we're not saying that just because somebody's partnered with somebody in the UFC that means that the price is going to just go crazy, right? Which is a partnership to spread awareness. When you see somebody that you know or that you see fighting somewhere and you're paying attention and you see that they're wearing a Volt Army something or other, you're going to ask questions about what the Volt Army is. It's going to spread awareness, and that was the purpose behind doing this. So then you have QMall, which is now into that European market, that Eastern European bloc, and now you've got people who are in that Eastern European bloc. They're going to be seeing what is Volt, and they're going to find out what Volt is very quickly. So all of these things, all these partnerships, everything that's been going on is just everything coming together for the Volt Army. And listen, there's just Voltoshi. If you scroll through, what you'll see here is him just saying, listen, we're not even getting started yet. This is just the stuff that we're doing. And it just keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. And today at 2 p.m. Pacific time, which can be 4 p.m. Central time, you're going to see Dripto is now partnered with Volt. And that means that you're probably going to get some Volt colored shoes coming out of the Dripto website. And for those of you that don't know, dripto.com over here, we covered this, by the way, and this is a sneaker online store and reseller so that you can be part of the ecosystem. If you hold Drip, you can become a reseller. There's a lot going on over here. These guys are serious business, and there's a lot of money backing these guys up. So I think this is going to be a gigantic project. I'm not a sneaker guy, not a huge sneaker guy. I mean, like, I wear sneakers, you know what I mean? But I think this is a massive partnership for both of these guys. And I think Dripto is going to have, Diggy, by the way, they're sending me some shoes. So, then we have these over here where they partner with several Argentinian football leagues. And this was just something that Voltoshi did that nobody even knew about, but he donated. He did a massive donation to, where is it here? I might have passed it up, but he just did a massive donation to help Ukrainian relief efforts. And it was something that nobody announced, that nobody had any idea of. And he just did it and threw it out there and said, this is who we are. This is what we do. So, there's a handsome devil. So, it's Volt. It's going to be Nike shoes, Diggy. They're just going to be Volt color because there's a Volt green Nike. You type in Volt Nike. There you go. You can see here that they leaned hard into that Volt green color. Yeah, these Air Max here, like, that's the shit right there, man. Air Max, whatever that means, that's got the Volt color on the bottom because I like black shoes. Like, I'm not a big fan of anything but black shoes because I'm lame, I guess. But those are pretty all right because they got a lot of black on them. Mute some of that glowing color scheme for me anyway, just a little bit. So that's what's going on in the Volt universe. Like it's just crazy that there's constantly something happen. Guys, we're also seeing a run, by the way, on the Bitcoin price action right now. So hopefully that's a very positive thing because we saw this just a few seconds ago. It looked like there was a big sell down on the 1 minute, and now we're starting to see a big push. So, maybe that's going to result in some good price action over the next 24 hours. It's early. The American market just opened up. We'll see how it goes. Let's take a quick look and see where is the Dow. The Dow is now down 160 points. So it looks like it kind of trended sideways, maybe down just a little bit on that opening. It was 32,915.78 was yesterday's close. So it's on a downward spiral. So we'll see how it trends today. But let's move on here. Phantom, there's nothing really to report on Phantom. Waiting for an update on the app. Going to take a while. 1752. Great entry point, by the way, for Terra. I think I'm gonna accumulate a little bit more if we can get back down here to this support line of 1537, because I think that represents a good entry spot. Maybe even in the 14s again. So we're going to see if there's any kind of bearish push down that gives me an opportunity to accumulate a little bit more, because I really think that come summer, this thing is just going to start going absolutely bananas. I really think that this thing is going to go crazy. And I don't say that lightly. Remember, I remember Volt having that big run up here, which was about a 10x, by the way. So I feel like I think this thing is just going to go out of its mind at some point. And during this entire, we hit the bottom over here. We absolutely hit the bottom on Terra. And now it's continued to move towards the upside. And these guys are the consummate professionals. So I think that we're going to see this thing just start to take off at some point pretty soon. CVC, same thing. I saw the prototypes from Keith, and it looks phenomenal. The website, he's got some of the architecture down to show what it is that it can do. It needs a little bit more time for him to make it work. He got his money. Remember, Keith did a great job on that pre-sale. He got 1,500 ETH so that he can make all this stuff happen. So he is now flush with cash so that he can put in the effort and the time needed in order to make something happen. GOAT, I don't know what to say about GOAT. I saw an AMA article. I saw an AMA presentation. I saw a whole bunch of different stuff. Moose, good morning, man. Thank you for the $10 bomb. Here's a support line. There you go, man. I appreciate you. GOAT's going through some stuff. So $1 million market cap. I think they have a partnership. The partnership it's not a secret anymore. It's the GOAT Group, and the GOAT Group is $1 billion partnership for them. And as a $1 billion company, the GOAT Group wants to make sure that the conditions are right before they make a big announcement. So they're just kind of dragging this thing along, but they're willing to use this token as their as like a representation for them. So that seems to be a good deal. And a lot of the people who are original investors are still up 10x on this, even though market cap is only $1 million. Okay, but the liquidity on it is 387,000. Some people have been exiting because, let's face it, they're chads. They're just Chad bros, and they're just not going to make it. Some people are not cut out for wealth. They're just not. No matter what you do, no matter how much you talk to them, and no matter how much you say, hey, stupid, stop doing stupid shit, you can't stop people from doing it. They get like GD, and they start selling off, and they're like, I'm exiting my position at a loss because a loss is really a win. And dumb shit like that. So you never know. And then Shiba Doge, I'm just kind of waiting for something to happen over here on Shiba Doge. As you can see here, the price action has not been reflective of the effort that these guys have put in, but at some point that will pay off. They're going to get on a run, and it's coming. They continue to do things. They continue to put out things. They continue to provide new alter. And by the way, they have the Shiba Army, they have the Doge Army NFTs, and now they're going to have the Shiba Doge NFTs, which are going to be free to anybody who holds a Shiba and a Doge Army NFT. So if you hold both of them, then they're going to airdrop to you. They're not ready yet, but they're going to airdrop to you the Shiba Doge NFTs. So that's pretty cool. Modi Kine, thank you for the $20 bomb, man. BTFA and Bandex will make millionaires very soon. That's exactly what I've been saying here, man. I think Bandex, which is up now 22% on the day, I think that's the gem that we're going to see some nice. We're going to see a nice pump on Bandex coming in just a short while. Shift, by the way, Shift token is in beta right now on the Android store and on the iOS store. So everything we've been waiting for Shift is starting to happen. So it's just a matter of time now before this thing launches. When it launches, yes, Roy, don't trade V1 Saitama. Russ put out a statement on that just a little while ago, and it said, "Send me all of your Saitama," or something. I don't know. There we go. Russ said, "The below contract is the only We Are Saitama V2 address. Please do not buy any other contract stating to be V2. We will announce officially that's for V2." And then it says, PSC for all. V1 trading on all platforms has been stopped at this time. This is 8 hours ago. So you should be good to go there. Don't buy any V1. Wait for the trading on V2. And by the way, that'll probably pump a little bit today. So that's going to be a pretty cool thing. Right? Send me your C phrase. So Bandex, back to this. I really think that I think we're days away from Bandex really starting to make a run back up and provide some positive momentum to the people who were the original investors. Like that's you can look here and you can just see that from 1171, we're now up to 1895 or 1882. I don't know what it's going to take to keep it moving, because when you look over here, you can see the people buying in, and you can see and it's some of it. Listen, I think there's a lot of money in this market, and a lot of people are going to end up finding this. And these guys, they know what they're doing, and they know how to get people involved. So there's no reason why this token right here can't go 5x from where it is right now and have the same kind of market cap as BTFA, especially when you consider that this is the one that you make all the choices and do everything for. So, and by the way, Modi, by the way, I can call votes with Bandex. I have enough Bandex to be one of those vote callers. So that's pretty cool, right? Yes, your 6,200 Saitama coins will be transferred over. Yeah. Matter of fact, I don't know if I got mine yet either. And as I say that, I just want you guys to know I have like $30 in Saitama because I'm just I'm not an investor, but I do have tokens because I had staked it over on Saitanobi and I got my tokens out in order for the transfer to happen. So I do have some tokens, and I got some Shiba. I made some Shiba off of the Saitanobi too, by the way. Matter of fact, I am not staked at this moment right now. But if you go over here, they told me there was going to be a new pair. So I was waiting to see what the pairing was. So let's do a wallet connect here, and then let's connect. Yeah, so you got what's gas fees right now? 51. Yeah, we're not doing that right now. Well, there was there was there's an opportunity here. So if your if you stake your Saitanobi here, then I think you can get version 2 Saitama, and you can get more Shinja and more Shiba Inu. I want to stake it again, but I don't want to do anything yet until until the Saitama thing is live, I guess. So I think I'm going to wait for that just a little while. Now, going back over here, by the way, we're at 29,593 on the Bitcoin price. Now we've gone over the candles, which means that we're due for a downward motion. As soon as when this goes over, then that tends to mean that we're going to go back downward, unless this thing keeps that price pump up to 29.6 to get us back over. Hey, appreciate you, Modi. There we go. There we go. It did exactly what I said it needed to do. It just pushed its way back over the line. So we might be on a run for Bitcoin. I'm not sure how much it's going to sustain, because this market is not really, I don't know if it's built for it right now. So, and we just went back over the line. So Bitcoin might be on a little bit of a run, which will start leading to a run and everything else. And by the way, I did add my Gala Games over here. So by the way, I went in a couple $100 on Gala Games yesterday, down here at 7.8. No, that's not right. Like, I feel like I got in cheaper. Yeah, I got in cheaper down here. I feel like it was, there it is. I got in at like 7.7. Let me see. 7.7, I think I got in. I have to go look at Coinbase, which is like, I can't believe I even say that with a straight face anyway. I have a Coinbase account. Yeah, see, I got in at, where's my transaction? Like, you can't even look at a transaction on this goddamn thing. It's crazy, right? I mean, that's just nonsense. Okay, so I spent $201 and I got 2,530 Gala. So let's do this. 2,530 divided by 201. Motherfucker. 201 divided by 2,530. 0.98427. Well, it's 200, I guess. Shit, 200. 7.9 is what I got in for. That's one of those Coinbase things where Coinbase says, "Hey man, you can get in at 7.7, son. Go ahead and buy." So I go ahead and buy, and they're like, "Got you in at 7.9." Yes. It's almost like profit, only the opposite. Yeah, baby. I fucking hate Coinbase. Like, Coinbase is such garbage. Yeah, so I'm gonna schedule one with nobody's gotten them yet, Luis. We've not gotten our tokens yet for version 2. As a matter of fact, I am scheduling. Matter of fact, let me reach out right now. I'll do it right now. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do all right, I just asked him about tomorrow at 8:00. So we'll see what he says. Is there anybody else like old that you can think of that it would be good to have an AMA on? You know what? Let's reach out. Let's reach out and Boom, 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 boom. What song is that? Boom, 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 boom. I know that song from somewhere. I should really know more about this stuff. Get grifters for an AMA. All right, I was talking about somebody older, but yeah, we could do that. I still talk. I still talk to Dustin all the time. So, hey, Amit, thank you for the $5 super sticker, man. I appreciate you. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So, what about Kishu? You guys want to talk to Kishu? See what they have going on? You know, I'm gonna go through some of these older ones today and reach out to some of these guys, see if they want to do some AMAs. Like, it'd be nice to get some exposure for some of these older tokens that are just kind of sitting around, like Hawkfi, Black Eyed Peas. Oh, okay. That's the one with the chick with the butt that Channing Tatum's married to, right? The Channing Tatum? I don't even know what I'm talking about most of the time, I guess. All right, so Hawkfi, I think that they might have. Yeah, so this is a $10 million market cap. This thing is a $10 million market cap that's been struggling mightily. At 97.99, moves up here to 1700. You get a big 50% run. Like, it'll probably do a 50% run again over here. Kishimoto, I don't think I don't know that one hit my radar, but that one's let's see. Let me do Kishu real quick. Kishu on the ETH network. Black Kishu. Man, that one did not go well at all. That one was a disaster. Black Kishu. Bobatama's got something coming out very soon. I've already talked to Queen Mary, Poe. And as soon as Queen Mary lets me know, we've got more content coming for Bobatama. So here we go. Kishu's got a $55 million market cap. And you can see right here that they've, I mean, it basically just looks like Saitama, right? It looks like it's flatlining, just like Saitama did way back in the day. So I think they're going to be due for another one of these pumps. And the last pump, by the way, that last pump went up like 15x. Like go down here and you look at it and see it's 46.61. And then here's 46. And then it just keeps going. So that's about a 15x. And if you guys look here, that was that bull run that we went on. So it didn't start in July where everything starts. It was just that blow off top area when everybody was spreading their money around trying to get rich on meme tokens. So it did a 15x. So I think it's going to do a 15x again. I mean, it did this kind of crazy shit when it ran the first time. So like it wouldn't be anything for this thing to get back up around a $700 million market cap just like that. What about Sandshoe? Sandshoe was going through some stuff. Like they needed to. I think these guys really needed to migrate to a new contract and do something. That's the wrapped Ethereum version right here. Yeah, this market cap's down to 2.43 million. And the same thing, like you go back and you look at this from where it was right here, like during that bull run. This is again, we're talking about the bull run last time. It was where we at the bottom. At the bottom, we're at 9 zeros, 1155, and we end up at a blow off top at 80, 1707. So you're looking at a 12x or a 13x on this thing the last time, and then it's just gone down since then. Like there's no life. The market has just been so dry. It did 3.18 thousand in volume in the last 24 hours. So, and here's the thing, that's 44,000 holders, 44,000 holders, and nobody's buying anything. Like, isn't that crazy? We'll see where Hex is right now. Hex is at 5.5 cents. So there's an absolute sale on Hex. Not that it matters, but there's an absolute sale on Hex. And guys, remember that Hex is going to go nuts again at some point pretty soon. This is another one that's a product of, what's going on in the market. And stake your hex, make more hex, and then over time, the value of your hex is going to go up, and then the value of your staked hex by proxy then goes up as well. So let's see what is CAW doing. Like, I don't believe I'm even saying that, but like, I am just fascinated by a token that has nothing here. Like, there's no socials or anything like that. Fine. But has a 63 million market cap. Now that's down, by the way, from 100 million market cap not too long ago. No, Luis, we have not gotten our version 2. We still have not gotten them. You asked me a few minutes ago. I told you that we did not get them yet. As soon as we get them, I'll at least talk about it, that I got the tokens, because I got enough that they're going to send me some. But yeah, I think we're seeing the fall of the birds now. Wow, look at this. This was a massive sell-off. This shit is crazy, man. This is just some kind of garbage thing for whales to pump in. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Anyway, let's go over here and let's look real quick. This is Gala, by the way. And we're on the 1 minutes. So let's move back over here. We're back on Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin looks like. I don't even know what's going on right now. Jesus Christ. There we go. All right. So we did not hold that pump over there and keep it over the line. But it also means there's going to be some kind of little sell down. Most probably anyway. Jesus Christ, I'm looking at Gala again. What is really happening here? All right, so there we go. All right, so we're starting to get a little bit of sell-off happening. Ooh, massive push. There we go. All right, so this is not bad to get 29.5 up to 29.6. That's not really that much, right? Like, you really have to have $100,000 or something in there for it to be worthwhile. You could also lose it and get wrecked. So, like, that's kind of tough. Well, we had one green candle on that minute right there. So much for that. It looked good for a second, but very quickly it looks like we're getting into overbought territory. So it looks like we might be on another green candle run if we can maintain just for a little bit longer. I don't think the U.S. market is interested in pumping right now. So I guess we're going to have to see what happens. But guys, it is time for me to get to work. So you guys have a good day. Remember, this is not financial advice. My name's Bleaves, and I'm always right. And we will see you guys for Bedtime with Bleaves tonight at 8 o'clock. You guys have a good